Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another week of Cheap Pops. Coming up in today's episode, a major Mania match is being teased and on the table. A superstar is being pushed to the moon, and we have the son of a genetic freak making his way to the WWE. And the next video goes to your favorite segment, my favorite segment, everybody's favorite segment. We move on to Cheap Pops.
What does everybody want? What does everybody need?
Oh, another cheap pop.
What does everybody love?
Oh, that cheap pop is there for the taking.
And we're going to start off with the Mega Mania match. Now, this is rumor, so don't take it as a set stone thing here. But the rumor is that, according to Fightful, the WWE has had an internal discussion to book CM Punk versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 41. It sounds like the idea of Punk versus Reigns at WrestleMania is a drastic direction from what was planned, which was probably Punk and Rollins. CM Punk in particular wants the match to happen, but if The Rock tells WWE that he is working the event, then plans can change again. I don't know. What does The Rock have to do with Roman Reigns and CM Punk?
Because The Rock wants to wrestle Roman.
But doesn't he have to close it up with Cody first?
The Rock thinks The Rock can do what The Rock wants to do.
Well, he's on the board. That's not,
He's
We
a
can go ahead
member of the board. He's not the board.
I'm just saying, we can go ahead and take the idea that he can't off the table. So we can assume that, yeah, what he wants to do, he's going to do. But I don't know.
He already ruined one WrestleMania.
Yeah, but if we're taking that into account, I mean, his last feud, in my eyes, he's feuding with Cody right now. Because he told Cody, don't break my heart. He gave him the thing. Like, he's feuding with Cody. I don't see how we're just going to skip that and go to Roman Reigns versus The Rock. Unless they're saying Roman needs to be involved in the story for The Rock. So then that takes him away from what he's doing with Punk. I could see that, maybe. I just don't see where else Roman Reigns versus CM Punk has to do with The Rock.
They ultimately want Rock and Roman. If they schedule CM Punk and Roman, it might be in pencil, because if The Rock decides he wants to come back like 2 weeks before, well, all right, because you're going to have the people that are scrambling to get Rock in that match.
Yeah, I guess so. Just from what I've been viewing, I just didn't see this year The Rock and Roman being even on the table. Yes, that is the money match. It was last year, it is still this year. It just didn't seem like we could get there by Mania. But I guess they could set it all up. January 6th is going to be a big day. That's on Netflix. Even Triple H said this is the road to WrestleMania. So I guess we'll see how it all plays out at that point. And I don't doubt that The Rock has already told them whether or not he's in or not. Don't worry about the reports that you saw. He's going to be at WrestleMania. Remember that story? Oh, he's missing WrestleMania. We talked about that last week. Like, don't even worry about that.
They're planning on WrestleMania without The Rock.
Yeah, don't worry about that story. I'm telling you, he's going to be at WrestleMania. My source has told me he's going to be at WrestleMania. The source is me.
I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and it does make sense that they're planning Roman versus CM Punk, because they did that clip I told you got like 140 million views overnight. So clearly it showed them that there's a money feud there, or a money match there. I don't know why they wouldn't have seen it before, but yeah, apparently that tells them things.
I mean, I would rather see CM Punk in anything over The Rock, especially if Heyman's involved. I think the dynamic between the Wise Man and the Paul Heyman guy is a little bit more intriguing than just Bloodline, especially when the Bloodline is a shadow of its former self.
And who's he going to side with? That being Paul Heyman?
Yeah, he's going to be torn.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
And he owes Punk a favor. So is the favor going to be, well, if they wrestle at WrestleMania, then that's moot. Unless the favor is winning the WrestleMania match.
So it could be a WrestleMania main event. That's the favor. They are harping on the whole CM Punk's never main evented a WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That was the story last year. That's the story this year. So that could be the favor. I'm the main event. Put me in the main event.
So we're just at the story finishing era.
Yeah. Even Punk said that. Yeah, finish this story. But that's just my guess.
I think it'd be interesting if the favor involved like Heyman giving Punk a chair to use on Roman or something.
Yeah.
Or Heyman attacking Roman with a hammer in the back of the head, or I don't know. Essentially ensuring CM Punk wins the WrestleMania. Because it's not enough to just main event the WrestleMania. You got to win it.
Right. Maybe that's on him. Just get me there and I'll win it.
Yeah.
Would be wild seeing Punk going over Roman. Now that I think about it.
I think that would be wild.
Yeah, I mean, it's Roman. He didn't lose.
CM Punk.
Maybe they can't book this match. Because who's going to take the pin?
I just know if Roman leaves, they ain't going to be chanting his name for 7 years after. Derailing episodes of Raw and SmackDown.
Well, that's different. It's because of how he left.
It is different. That's my point.
Yeah, it's because of how he left. There was an injustice.
I think he's a bigger star.
Than Roman?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know by what metrics.
He's a better talker. He's a better wrestler. Roman has had the machine behind him.
What does that have to do with
Roman has had the machine behind him since day fucking one, and he is not a household name. CM Punk would be a household name if the machine was not fucking actively handicapping him.
Roman Reigns was in the Fast and the Furious series.
Fuck the Fast and the Furious series.
I mean, you talk about a bigger star. He's in one of the mega movies.
It's the Fast and the Furious series. There's what, 20 of them?
I think there's 9.
There you go. I don't know how you make 9 movies out of a drag racing movie.
Oh, they don't really do that anymore.
So it's not Fast and the Furious.
Although there is a report that they're going to bring it back to being a car movie again.
Okay.
But yeah, interesting to see where we go with that. But where we also are going to go is talking about pushes. I saw this story. There's not much to it, but Drew McIntyre, apparently he is set for a mega push, according to PW Insider, in 2025. Now, why did I even bring this up? You may be asking yourself. Well,
A little bit.
I brought it up because, like, what do they mean a mega push? He's already been pushed. He was already in the feud of 2024. He's already champion last year, albeit for like 5 minutes. He was the champion during the pandemic era. Like, what do they mean he's set for a push? As if he has not already been pushed.
That is kind of odd. What is I guess the definition of push?
Yeah, I don't know what else he could. Maybe he wins the championship again and holds it for longer. But I guess the story is they see him as a mega main event guy now.
Yeah. I don't know about mega, but definitely a main event guy. He could be mega, yeah. Just, I guess it depends on who he's working with. Ain't gonna be Sami Zayn.
Yeah. So maybe he goes Gunther for WrestleMania? Again. That's really
Can't
the
be
only
Gunther.
thing.
That's silly. Come on.
Well, I mean, that's really the only other thing that's left is to become a champion. Unless he goes to SmackDown and goes champion there, as he did tease that he's going to be confronting Cody at some point. This was on his Instagram Live.
Yeah, he says it's gonna be big when it happens too.
Yeah. So maybe that's what happens. He moves to SmackDown and becomes champion there.
Maybe.
But yeah, overall, I just thought it was weird that he's getting a push when he's already one of the top guys there. Next story. We got the son of the big bad booty daddy. I don't even know how to say his name. It's Brock Rockensteiner or something like that. Well, his first name is Brock, but his last name on his jersey, it says like Recksteiner or something like that. Rocksteiner. But his name's Brock. Son of Big Papa Pump Hall of Famers, one of the Steiner brothers. They interviewed him during the bowl game, and here is his response.
Is your son going to follow in your footsteps? What's the plan there?
Yeah, that's the plan. I mean, that's what he wants to do, so whatever makes him happy.
So what? How does one become a legend and Hall of Famer in WWE?
Be a genetic freak like myself.
Is your son going to follow
with him?
Some guy looking like a dork.
Braun Breaker is there with him. So yeah, they're there watching. They lost the game, if that matters, but it's seeming that he's let the cat out of the bag, that his son will be joining the WWE. The Steiners will be in WWE again. Now, Braun has to change his name, obviously, back to a Steiner. Or maybe he doesn't.
Or Scott's son could be something Breaker. They could be the Breaker brothers. And their entrances, they can break through foam bricks.
Just run through them.
Yeah. And they have the old wrestling helmets.
Yeah. Or they can do like football pads with the spikes like Legion of Doom.
They could do that too.
I think they can make something out of it, but it's gonna be quite exciting to see. Hopefully, he can cut a promo like his dad. That'd be a sight to see. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see them as a team if they go that route. And if they don't,
That'd be a shame.
Yeah.
Leaving money on the table.
Yeah. Money is down the drain if they don't put those two together.
Although I guess it depends on how good Scott's son is.
There's that. He does have to prove himself.
He's got bigger shoes to fill than Braun Breaker did.
Yeah, Rick didn't really amount to much singles wise.
No, he was great, but yeah, as far as the name, Rick Steiner, I think Scott had him beat a little bit.
Yeah, it's just funny that, he found that gimmick in WCW and then that was basically it.
Yeah.
He went to WWE, same gimmick. Went to TNA, same gimmick. But yeah, exciting to see that happen. One last thing to show you here. This is just a funny thing. So these kids get into a fight. They're fighting in this high school. And you can tell that they've been watching AEW way too much because the thing that he does here. Canadian Destroyer on the bench. And just like AEW, the kid no sold it. And then he's in bad shape. But look at that. Canadian.
I don't know who got the worst of that.
I think the kid in red.
Oh! Stomach jiggling and everything.
But yeah, funny thing is when they're sliding down the benches off of that. Like they slowed down at least 2-3, and he's jiggling.
Like he was done fighting after that. Oh! Slide. Oh, no, there's a shot.
It is amazing that he actually pulled it off though.
That guy in a cowboy hat.
I guess.
You can't make that shit up. He's wearing a cowboy hat. It's funny.